What's going on, GT? Welcome to TLG-GT Live. I'm SVP Guetterman, and it's another great Tuesday. Love spending this 30 minutes with y'all in this meeting when we get to motivate, educate, edify, and team associate. It's the last week, big push. Obviously not through Friday, but we're rolling through the weekend and rolling all the way through Tuesday next week. But this is your last-ditch effort. If you're this close to moving through your goals, it's time to press the gas, eliminate any distractions that you have, and roll hard through the week. We're looking to break out some pins this week. We've got some agents that are like right there, right on the finish line to knocking through their next pin level. If you're close, there's so much time on the clock. It's all about maximizing your effort on a daily basis. Don't minimize it. You put the time in, you clock the time in just like you would any job that you had before. You give it to yourself, you give it to your business, and you guys go after it. We're looking to catch momentum into November. If you want a good life, you can have it here. If you want a great life, you got to sacrifice for it. That's what the system, that's about what about entrepreneurs is all about. Entrepreneurship is about sacrificing to get bigger, better, greater. And quality is all we stand for. Y'all go after it and get moving. We have an event coming up in Atlanta, Georgia this Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. networking event. You'll see some of these popping up. It looks like we're going to be doing one close to Wilmington or in Wilmington. We'll be doing a Raleigh. We'll be doing in Atlanta and I believe in Toledo, Ohio. We'll check on that. But we've got events popping up all over the place for y'all to plug into and plug your people into. We wear two hats in this business. If you guys are out there producing at a high level, awesome. You do that, but we are looking to grow. Your agency manager is looking to hire. We're looking to grow grassroots. If you know anybody at your ambition level and above, get with your growing upline, get them on the phone with them, and let's help you build out your agency. And guys, you reap reward over production when they produce. It's all about commissions. And what your percentage level is in between. If you guys haven't checked out our builder seminar, you can go back to the YouTube page and watch part 1, 2, 3 on how to build your agency. And man, that's something I saw from day one when I got into this industry, was building this thing out and teaching others how to teach others how to do what we do. It would be selfish of you to keep all this goodness to yourself. So let's go create a great life and get after it. Atomic habits. The more you focus on who you want to become through the process rather than the actual process, the more likely you're going to achieve what you're setting out to do. Good habits don't constrain you. They liberate you. Bad habits keep you in constraints. I want y'all to start reading more. There's a book out there called The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. I'm just going to run through a series of quotes and things that I pulled out of that book. And I want you to think about them, but y'all should go get the book, study it, listen to it, highlight through things that you find, things like I did. How about believe? Really believe you can move a mountain, and you can. Not many people believe that they can move mountains. So as a result, not many people do. See, that's just understanding that you can get whatever you want to do, but you have to believe you can set out to actually get it done. Big ideas and big plans are often easier, certainly no more difficult than small ideas and small plans. You know what I'm saying? Worry, tension, embarrassment, panic all stem from mismanaged negative imagination. Oh, that's a strong one. We fall victim to those invisible lines in our own head all the time, but understanding it's fear. False evidence appearing real. It is not real. It's completely your imagination at times. And if you just push through your imagination, you'll find your results on the other side. Action cures fear. Indecision, postponement, on the other hand, fertilize fear. A man who lacks enthusiasm never develops it in another. Woo! I'm telling y'all, put service first, and money takes care of itself. Higher pay comes from one thing: increasing the quality and the quantity of your output. Confident action produces confident thinking. So to think confidently, act the way you want to feel. David Schwartz is a smart man. Make no mistake about it. Your physical exterior affects your mental interior. How you look on the outside affects how you think and how you feel on the inside. Take care of yourself, team. Take care of how you look, your appearance. Take care of your surroundings. Surround yourself and make yourself look better, feel better. We got more. Who do you see yourself as in the next 3 to 5 years, guys? What gives you your purpose and joy? Let the input affect your output on a daily basis and stretch your vision from unimaginable to imaginable. Take the duplicated steps of achievement. It's just habits, a clear path to your aha moment. Understanding the lead investment of, actually all investment of time, energy, and monetary. Understanding that $100 in leads yields 1,000 annual premium. So 1,000 a month is 10,000. If you guys are looking on a daily basis, the output should be, ramping up to $150 a day. We're going to have some top 5 talk about that, but it's $150 today. Stop with the minimalist attitude and thinking and outgrow your boundaries and start thinking bigger on a daily basis. $150 a day in weekly text blast, looking to set 3 to 4 appointments a day to get to a minimum of 4 to 6 applications per week. Clock in daily, put in at least 8 hours of work. If you guys are doing 8 hours a day, that's 40 hours a week. Between dials and text blast, 4 hours of dials and text and 4 hours of appointments. That's what your day should look like. To yield, you're looking 15 plus sets on a weekly basis. And then you can scale from there. Right? Once you guys are working through tier 1, you're maximizing the 150 dials, you can move into tier 2 and start working game time leads and live transfers and cash value leads. We've got so many different lead systems that we are moving into that we don't have a lead problem. That's a definitive statement there. We don't have a lead problem. I think what we have is a complacency problem, and we're looking to minimize that thought process as fast as possible and get agents actually going to work. Like you wouldn't believe that I would have a class that I completely explained this to, and I'm telling them exactly what to do, but they have yet to actually do it. See, they're being constrained by their own thought process and mindset of what their output should be. Rather than listening, working, associating, communicating, they just took away the listen and they're moving at their thought process, which is why you won't get ahead that way. You have to listen, guys. We're going to teach you how to do this. What I see most agents do is they invest $50 to $100, then try to make that last over 2 to 3 weeks and knock down $25 every other day. You're not getting anywhere at all. Like that's not creating enough momentum to move up the hill. You're most likely still moving backwards with that type of thought process and work ethic. Momentum is never caught. They grind through the not interesteds, that take me off your list, the already habits, but don't communicate how to attractively offer policy reviews. See, in tier 1, we're either finding people that already have it and don't want to talk to us. We're finding people that already have it and don't know they need to talk to us. We're finding people that never were talked to before. We're finding people that don't think they could actually get it. You guys are just sifting through and turning over those rocks to find the gold. That's what it's all about. But if you get to $150 a day, you're going to find people that want to have conversation with you if you maintain your attitude through every conversation and not let the last one affect the next one. If this is you and you've been minimizing your activity, start out with the understanding of expectation and start to level up your investment. If you want to get to $20,000 a month, that's $500 a week invested in ramping up. That's what you guys have to do. Roll through your lead flow that you get on a weekly basis as fast as possible. Really, your submission weekly leads should be 150 to 300 leads weekly of 2s, 3s, 4s, 75s. Hustling through them every single day, offering reviews, sometimes finding those who were never called. 150 dials, text blast weekly, dialing 2 times in a row, every number, 3 times a day, 5 days in a row. Guys, put numbers to it and attack systemization. Systemize your attack weekly. And I promise you, if you're doing the same things week in and week out and you're attacking these with intent to convert and serve them, you're going to get results. Engage and plug into training calls. Use your non-income producing time and listen to the saved training that we have on Workplace, right? Use this search engine like you would using Google. Type in virtual presentation, type in phone script, type in objection handling, type in seller be sold, type in product knowledge, type in whatever you need to type in that you need work on, and you'll find audio or training that we've enlisted on there. You could also go through the old Wednesday winners. Lake's got old videos typed up through there on his YouTube channel. You can go through all of these shows. They're logged in on Facebook. Go back through and search titles and listen to old shows and listen to the top 5. Listen to training that we put out here. Once it clicks, you're ready for tier 2. Once you start popping 10 to 20K, you're ready to move into tier 2. Look to add game time leads. Then move to tier 3, add live transfers. This is the way. This is the fire all agents have to go through. Financial freedom is on the other side of your massive activity. Massive activity outweighs talent every day of the week. Y'all go get it day in and day out. Show this team what kind of agent you are. We're looking for our next 20K, 30, 40, 50K producer. You can outwork this agency. You can outwork 90% of everybody here if you want to, if you desire to, if you just sacrifice your time and give it to your business. I promise you, it's going to reward you. All right, let's go over week 3 UWAs. Week 3 UWAs. We've got Rachel M, 194 AP, Pam B, 295 AP, Terry W, 669 AP, Wendell T, 892 AP, Deidre H, 916 AP, Jason W, 1,117 AP, Karen R, 1,290 AP, stepping up, Karen. We got Brandon D, 1409 AP, Dyron C, 1541, Chris B, 1698, Van B, 2022, Zach R, 2054, Hannah C, 2162, Latif D, 2,330, JP, 2,679, Danielle L, 2,916, Claudia M, 3,389, number 7, Diane C, 3,604, number 6, Mark S, 3,768, top 5. Number 5, Tanya P, 4,501. Congratulations, Tanya. Y'all listen to her message. She's got something to say. Take it right here. Take it right here. Number 4, Nelson A, 6,129. Number 3, Lake Savage B, 6,741. Number 2, Gifty, 11,299. Let me tell you about Gifty. Gifty broke her pin last month over 10,000 submitted premium, and Art challenged her to go 30,000. She's taken that challenge to heart and absolutely is on a wrecking ball tear to get to 30. Now, she wasn't feeling good the last couple of days, so she doesn't have her submission in to talk to y'all, but trust me, she's in the hunt. She's getting it. I'm talking to her daily. She's ready to attack that 30. I hope y'all are attacking with intent like she is. And number 1, Kim G, $13,319. We got the women taking the top 2, the women taking over. Men, where you at? You want it? Go get it. Y'all stick around, take a listen to the top 5, take some notes, and y'all chatter it up in Workplace Chat. That's what it's built for. Y'all speak your mind. Get some hoots and some hollers. Y'all get excited. Nothing happens until someone gets excited, and excitement is a transfer of energy. Y'all take care.
Hi everybody, Tanya Parker here from Ohio, living in Tampa with my daughter. I've been with the company about 4 months now. I'm direct to Terry Wagner, direct to Nelson Alvarez, direct to Aaron Guetterman, direct to Art Leeser. I'm very excited to be in the top 5 this week with 4,501 AP with 9 applications. This week I incorporated text blasts with Project Broadcast as well as always communicating with my upline. I got really focused and I tried to dial no less than 150 dials a day, which made a huge difference in the last couple weeks. I was also having trouble with tie downs, so I incorporated Danielle's method of giving the client a confirmation number, and it seemed to work. In the next 90 days, I look forward to skilling up and learning more and becoming a top producer. Bye.
Good afternoon, team. I'm Nelson Alvarez, and I hail from Syracuse, New York. I'm part of the TLG-GT dynasty, and I'm proud to say that I made it to number 4 this week of the top 5 leaderboard that we do every week, all year round, so that we can all see how we're progressing week to week to week. I just want to share with you what I did this week to make it into the leaderboard. All I did was I focused in on my presentation from the previous week. I did all the things I regularly do, but I wanted to focus in on one area this week, which was getting referrals from my presentation. We use the ERS system, which is the Emergency Response System. You should talk to your upline about it. But I also wanted to make sure that I talked to them about the importance of sharing the concept of mortgage protection and regular life insurance with our family. When those GoFundMes come up on Facebook, on Instagram, and we see people in need, we're the ones that have to share that burden with them. So if we're going to help them on the back end, why not help eliminate the problem on the front end by sharing with them who their agent is, sharing with them what kind of products we use, the companies we use, and letting them know that we have a referral program. And we reciprocate the business they've given us with a referral award for them helping us protect their family. So I also want to stress that you should every week go into your presentation, review what you've worked on in the past, what can be shored up a little bit more, and make sure that you're working on it weekly. Take a look at where you got stuck last week. Maybe you couldn't close a certain presentation because they didn't want to give you their banking. Maybe the husband stayed with his arms crossed and he didn't want to open up. These are things that you can focus in on with your upline so that you can improve when these scenarios come up. Give yourself a scenario where someone is distracted and maybe the wife is cooking while the gentleman's sitting there talking to you and you need to get her back to the table. Maybe the gentleman's watching the football game while you're talking. All of these are scenarios that we run into day to day. So go back and work on your presentation, and any changes you're going to make, go back to your growing upline. Let them know the trouble you're having and how you're suggesting you might be able to fix it, and then get their approval. You never want to make any changes without checking with your upline first. So those are some of the things that I did last week to improve on my sales and make it into the top 5. I look forward to seeing all of you at the top, but the only way that you're going to get there is if you improve on your presentation, improve on all areas of your business every single week. Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Lake Savage Bellavance, direct to Nelson Alvarez, direct to Aaron Guetterman, direct to Art. Came in at number 3 last week for over 6,700 AP and 5 applications. You know, last week was just work. It was getting down to it. It was mastering follow-up. That's the biggest thing. You need to follow up with people, especially people who said no, because maybe a no then is a yes later. And I want to be the guy that they say yes to. So, you know, I went back over the last few months and checked in some deals that were kind of think about it and they weren't quite ready. And I actually set 2 appointments and wrote like 2,000 AP between the both of them on people that already told me no. Now, some new agents are going to be scared to call those people because they've already said no. Well, they didn't say take them off the call list. They said they wanted to think about it. So I wasn't able to close them then, but I made sure I got the yes later. I made sure I was their point of contact for mortgage protection needs. So that's what I did. Also, you know, making sure you're picking up your dial so you can set appointments. I set like, I think it was 12, 13 appointments last week. About 9 of them showed up and I sold ended up selling 5. So, if I want to increase my numbers, I got to increase my appointments. And that's what I'm working on, is increasing my dials, increasing my appointments so that I can get those higher AP weeks. Okay. It's not about the lead. It's about the work you put into it and the skill that you gain from asking questions from your upline when you try, fail, adjust. So don't get frustrated. Just keep working through it. And that's what it is. It's just work. Another situation I had was a client was having a hard time giving me their banking info. And I just explained to him very simply, I say, hey, listen, I understand that you're nervous about giving me your banking info, but as you know, everything's moving online these days. Here's my state license to show you that I'm state and federally qualified to do this for you. Okay. And I showed them this, not only my license, but the state website that has my information on it that shows that I'm an agent in good standing. Okay. That made them calm down quite a bit. And realistically, they already gave me their social. So, we made that a little joke right then and there. So I was able to close that. They're happy. They're approved. And I just moved on to the next. So we're closing in on the end of October. I challenge you all to write 5,000 AP by the end of the month, 10 if you're a veteran, and let's get it. Bye, guys.
Hey there, TLG-GT. This is Kim Glass, Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm direct to Ralph Fiore, direct to Aaron Guetterman, and direct to Art Leeser. This week, I'm number 1 with $13,319 submitted annual premium, 7 applications. This week, the biggest challenge, I think, was a client that has something coming up on her Medical Information Bureau report that kind of put a little pause, a big pause, in the IULE with Mutual of Omaha and with Forrester's SUL that I'm trying to get for her. So one of the requirements also with Forrester's was just to find out about a policy that she may have obtained or tried to obtain in January. They wanted to know the status of that. So call her up and find out that she did not proceed with that policy because she just got busy. She was supposed to be doing a medical exam. She didn't do that portion of it. And also, I think she was going to try to really fund an IUL, like a bigger one. And so it was going to have to be fully medically underwritten. So anyway, she found out when she was going through that process, there might be something on her medical records that would cause a decline. So the agent asked her about something. I mean, she said it had something to do with meningitis. I'm like, something to do with it, or did you have meningitis at some point? And she said, no, but my sister did. And my sister used my health insurance at some point in time. And also, I mean, her sister had used her, stolen her identity and actually used it to get a loan and get a credit card. And when she went to the doctor. So turns out that's what we've got to dispute. And I worked with her to go, and I sent her the link so that she could get her Medical Information Bureau report. I said, we got to do that, and then we can dispute this, okay? And I'm going to help you with this. But in the meantime, what we did was I maxed out a Mutual of Omaha accidental policy for her. So $500,000, got everybody on it, her husband, her 6 children. So she has 3 of her own, and she adopted 3 from that sister that has now since gone her way, and who knows what's going on there, but not my business. All I know is that she's legal custody, or she has custody of these kids, and she is taking care of them. So we got them all on that accidental plan, and now I am writing IULs for all of them, $1 Million Babies for the young ones, and probably Mutual of Omaha IULEs for the ones that are 18 and over. So we've got 3 and 3 there. So anyway, don't leave anything on the table, y'all. I mean, we can always help a client in multiple ways. I mean, if they have something come up, help them get their report so that if there's something to be disputed, help them go through that process too. And I'll be calling Aaron a lot on it, I'm sure, because I've never done that. But we will we'll get it handled, and hopefully we'll be able to get her this policy. But in the meantime, I got her the Mutual of Omaha family plan with return of premium, $500,000 coverage. Got one of the applications submitted for $1 Million Baby, F&G, and also I'm working on the others for her. So just go and try to, go deep and don't leave anything on the table. We can serve and help these families in multitudes of ways. So that's my big suggestion. But also, as always, follow up, call your upline, communicate all the time with them. You're not going to be getting on their nerves. Trust me, it gets on their nerves more if you do not communicate with them. So always plug into what you can with the trainings and put in massive activity, and you will see massive rewards from that. Hope everybody has a great week, and hope this helps somebody. And I can't wait to go to Biltmore. Manifesting that trip, boy.